The detailed appointments report in iForgeAhead provides a great deal of valuable information to use as you're planning and working your appointments. Beyond the basic date, time, and location information, this report drills down to give you additional data on the contact and the horses involved in the appointment. In this tutorial, we'll begin with an overview of the report itself, and then we'll show you how to run the report from iForgeAhead. I'm starting here on a preview of the detailed appointments report. And in the upper right, you'll notice there's a date range in a gray background. That indicates the dates of the appointments that are included in the report. As you move down through the report, you'll notice that the different days are broken up by a date indicator in a light gray background. Within each day, the various appointments are displayed within a colored background. That color is determined by the appointment type that you used when you created the appointment. The colored bar for the appointment includes the time frame for the appointment, the contact name, as well as the address. Below the bar, you'll see the top two phone numbers for that contact, as well as any directions that you've included in the contact's record. If you've entered a note on the appointment, that will be displayed below the directions in a light gray bar. Finally, for the contact itself, if that individual owes you money and has an outstanding account balance, that amount will be displayed in red below their name. Now, for appointments that you've listed individual horses to be worked, those will be displayed and listed individually. For each horse, you'll see the scheduling information, and beneath that, you'll see the charges from their most recent invoice, as well as any notes that you've entered on the horse. Now, let's take a look at how to run this report from iForgeAhead. From anywhere in the system, whenever you need to run a report, you can always click on the Reports menu at the top. We'll click on that now, and within the Reports navigation screen, under the Scheduling Reports section, you'll see a Detailed Appointments report. Clicking that will take you back to the screen we were just looking at with a preview of the report. Another option that I'd like to show you is that you can run this report directly from the schedule. So if you're in iForgeAhead and working within your schedule, you'll see that the action panel on the left includes a link that says Detail Appointments Report. Clicking that will take you directly to a preview of the report that will automatically include the week of appointments that you were just looking at. This report will come up in a preview as we were just seeing earlier. Now, a couple of things to point out on the preview. At the top, you have the toolbar, which allows you to do a number of things. The center section allows you to page through the report if it happens to be multiple pages. The printer icon on the left can be clicked to send the report directly to your printer. If you'd like to save the report as a PDF, you can click this icon with the Save Disk symbol. And finally, you can also email this report by clicking this link in the Action panel. The Action panel also includes the date range for the report, and in this area you can change the date range that is defaulted when you come in. So if you just want to run this report for a smaller date range, for example, maybe for a specific day, you can change the date here. Let's say that we'll run it just for March 28th. By selecting that date in both boxes and then click Create Report. Now the screen will be refreshed and show you just the detailed appointments information for that particular day. I'd like to finish by pointing out that because this report pulls information from so many parts of the system and is very detailed, we recommend that you don't use a very large date range here in this box. We suggest 1 week maximum, but it depends on the amount of appointments that you have. But if you run it for a very large time frame, it can take quite a while to run. That concludes this tutorial. Thanks very much.